Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? And what man's for the females? So in today's video, right, we have another Sunday scripture, and the things that I'm gonna talk about inside this video actually come from an astral projection experience that I had a few days ago. Now, with that being said, if my voice sounds a bit off, I just had a sore throat. I got my tea. I'm still like recovering and stuff like that, but I could pretty much talk for this video. Now the last thing I want to say, I may be posting this one on YouTube, and because of that, if you're a Christian and you're watching this, I want to say right now, I am not a Christian. I have no problems with Christians, but the understandings that I hold inside my life would probably be more aligned with like Jewish mysticism opposed to like full on Christianity. Now I have no problem. I have no problems with Christians. I'm just saying this because I would hate for a Christian to watch this video and then take what I'm saying and then it kind of makes them like pretty much I don't want to teach Christians. I feel like Christians should be taught by other Christians. Now, with that being said, if you still want to watch this, be my guest because there is some fire stuff inside this video. So inside the astral, right, a few days ago, um, I was pretty much from like 4 a.m. Right, I kept on entering into sleep paralysis, and I was kind of like not trying to really do that because like I didn't even know where the fuck like if I was gonna leave my body, I had no idea where I'd want to go. For those of you guys who don't know, I leave my body pretty often. Even inside the Bible, they mentioned being in the spirit several times. You know what I'm saying? That's being out of your body. Um, with that being said, though, right? Normally, if I'm leaving my body, I know where I want to go. But I didn't know where I wanted to go. Plus, it's just I didn't really feel like leaving. But at some point, I'm like, you know what? Let me stop bitching. I'ma just do it. This is like over a couple of hours, low key. You know what I'm saying? Probably around like 5 ish. No, my fault. Not a couple of hours. About 1 hour has passed because I was struggling from like 4 o'clock. Then I left around like 5 ish, about to be 6 o'clock. So as I was leaving my body, right, I was hearing different Bible verses in my head about how God knows what's inside of your heart and like what your innermost thoughts are. I was hearing like those types of verses. Now, was it? I don't even. It didn't even. It didn't even sound like my voice. I can't even describe. It was definitely masculine, but it didn't. I can't even describe the voice. You know what I'm saying? But once I heard that shit, right, I was getting these like instant understandings. And one thing that happened was it felt like there was all eyes on me inside that reality. Now, let me say this. Once I heard that, I immediately had to calm down my fear. Now, I wasn't scared because of like I don't want to see demons. No, I simply had fear because depending on how you leave your body, right? Like you could like there's different ways to astral project. You could like sometimes just meditate or like be going to sleep and kind of just like instantly project somewhere. But when you're actually like seeing yourself coming out of your body, if you're doing it from like beginning, middle to end, like you're fully shutting down and then beginning to exit, usually you kind of feel this energy at the base of your spine. And as it goes up your spine, you eventually shoot out your body. But while it's going up your spine, it's kind of like hitting your kidneys and like it's kind of like going over the energy of your kidneys, and your kidneys literally store fear. So not only do you feel like you're dying when you astral project inside this type of way, you know what I'm saying? Number one, you feel like you're fucking dying, but once you conquer that fear, right? Because I don't really, I'm not afraid to die. I done been through that shit so many times, bro. It's like that's a fucking Tuesday. However, even if you overcome that fear, you simply just have the random energy of fear that's coming from your kidneys. You see what I'm saying? So because of that, right? Because of that, I was in a minor state of fear as I was coming out of my body. Now, like I said, I kind of heard that verse, right? Hold up. I'll be right back. I got a cough. All right, boom. So, like I said, I'm coming out. I feel the fear, and I kind of hear those verses, right? Now, I got this instant understanding that if I kept on feeling fear, I was gonna project that outside of myself. Now, like I already kind of know that, you know what I'm saying? But it had a deeper understanding in the sense of, holy shit, God knows what's inside of my heart and my innermost thoughts, and God is all around you. You see, like how let's talk about how I define God, right? God could be seen as the generator, organizer, and destroyer of reality, right? Now, what does that? You could say that God is the awareness and the intelligence behind reality. Now, I said you could say that because technically God transcends all of that. But so imagine that like God is just like you can't even really fucking imagine, you can't even explain it, right? The first level of explanation would be the awareness and intelligence behind reality, right? Now, with that being said, God's all around you because of that. Like the Holy Spirit is literally the intelligence of creation. Like atoms, right? Atoms are intelligent because atoms know how to bond with each other. The word intelligence literally means the ability to know and act out that knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So atoms, right, know how to bond with other atoms. However, atoms are not conscious. When you're conscious, you are aware of your own awareness. You know what I'm saying? So as a human, you could say, "Holy shit, nigga, I'm alive, nigga, I'm a human." Atoms can't do that because they're not conscious. However, they still have intelligence. It's kind of funny. I was actually explaining this shit to one of my ladies yesterday on the phone, and she was giving me the whole entire "what the fuck are you saying" look, which I don't blame her because I was kind of going like very, very fast and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It was just funny as fuck. But anyway, yeah, atoms are intelligent. You know what I'm saying? They have the ability to know things, and that's because they have the Holy Spirit. They have God inside them. God's all around you. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, right, when it comes to being inside the astral, it's like you're it's like you're closer to God. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, things manifest way easier inside the astral based upon what's inside of your heart and what you hold deep inside yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, because of that, it felt like the whole reality it felt like the whole like when I was out of my body because I couldn't even like get off my bed. Like I was trying to get up and I kind of just got like it's like I was kind of just like stuck like floating over my bed and I was just getting imparted mad knowledge and understandings. And it felt like the whole entire reality was watching me, and that if I felt fear for too long, the reality would respond to that and just start projecting out different fears. You see what I'm saying? Because God knows your innermost thoughts and stuff like that. You see? Now I have a couple of verses inside this notebook, right? Because after this shit, nigga, after the experience, right? I meditated and actually like was having tears come down. It was just like tears of joy. Then I got to my school that I work at. I started just writing different verses that I kind of deal with this concept. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, right? Let's pull up a verse real quick because pretty much, right? When it says that God knows what's inside of your heart, it's not like a big man upstairs. Literally, reality knows what's going on inside of you, and reality instantly responds to what's going on inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Especially inside the astral. Inside the physical, the same thing happens, but it takes a slower amount of time to actually reach you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, if you have a whole bunch of fears in the physical, it may take like 5 days for you to experience your fears. Inside the astral, it'll only take like 5 seconds. You see what I'm saying? Also, let me say this too, right? Deep down inside of myself, I did have one fear. The fear that I had was being late to work. And the more I thought about, cause like nigga, it's like I wake up at 6 a.m. Right? I knew it was around like 5ish at that time, and I'm like, bro, like I don't want to be out for too long, and then I motherfucking don't wake up on time, right? And as I was thinking that, I heard my mom outside my door and she was like, "Hey, it's 6:30 right now." Now inside my head, I didn't think it was actually 6:30 and I knew my mom wasn't actually there. It was just due to the fact that I had those thoughts within inside my heart and inside of myself, the reality knew that and responded to that and then projected those thoughts outside of myself as my mom saying that at 6:30. Once I heard that shit, I'm like, oh, it's probably not fucking 6:30, but I probably should wake the fuck up. So I kind of just like shook myself the fuck up, and I'm like, oh yeah, bitch, we lit. It was like 5:40 something. It wasn't actually 6:30 like I said, but I understood why that happened. And we're gonna talk more about these understandings as I read these different verses. So the first one I read is gonna come from what, First Samuel. So boom, First Samuel is page 166. Let me get there real quick. All right, boom. So page 166, and this is First Samuel 16:7. First Samuel 16:7. Where's chapter 16? Chapter 16, verse 7, right here. It says, wait, is that the right one? 67? Okay. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as a man see. Oh, my fault. For the Lord seeth not as a man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. Now that's very important because it's saying that, like, a lot of people, right, when it comes to manifestation, they think that if I just say inside my head, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, and I start acting like a rich person, I'll just be rich. That's not how reality works. Because if deep down inside yourself, you want to be rich for some selfish ass shit, whatever the fuck, like all those thoughts of I'm rich, all the actions that you're doing, that's your outward appearance. You know what I'm saying? But it literally says right here, right, that the Lord seeth not as a man seeth, for man, right? People look at the outer appearance, but the Lord looketh at the heart. So really, to manifest, right, based upon what I saw inside the astral, it depends on what's truly inside of your heart. Now we are just thinking inside your head repeatedly. Because the thing is, right, even inside the astral, I was trying to do certain shit, and reality was not responding to it because that's not what was deep inside of myself. You know what I'm saying? Also, the reason why it's important that it's your heart is because your heart literally projects out your energy. Like your heart can project this on magnetic field, and the thing is, that like what your heart projects outwardly responds to everything around you. Like your heart essentially projects your aura, you could say, and then your aura influences everything around you because when it comes to your electromagnetic field, right? Your electromagnetic field comes from your thoughts and emotions. It's proven by science. Your thoughts give off electric waves. Your emotions give off magnetic waves. When you mix those together, you get electromagnetic waves that can produce an electromagnetic field. You see what I'm saying? So, literally, your electromagnetic field comes from your thoughts and emotions, which comes from intelligence. You see what I'm saying? Intelligence is all around you. I already talked about this with atoms. Atoms are intelligent. So, you're literally the energy that you give off is also interacting with the intelligence of reality. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, right, if inside of your heart you're a selfish ass person, that's what life is going to show you. You could do all the outward shit of I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm doing rich, da, 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 da. But if inside your heart you're just a selfish ass motherfucker, that's what life is gonna say. Life is gonna say, fuck you, nigga. You're just a selfish bitch. That's what's inside of your heart. You see what I'm saying? So with that being, this is why, right? People be saying that bad things happen to good people. No, they don't. Reality responds to what's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, right, when it comes to God, right, God's not no big man upstairs. That awareness and intelligence behind creation is literally you, but from like a higher level. Imagine that you're inside of a dream right now, and that God's the dreamer, and that you're just a tiny aspect of God inside this dream. Now, with that being said, because you are that higher consciousness, right? It's not that it's a separate man who's judging you and punishing you. Nigga, you judge and punish yourself. And you actually do it out of love. Because if you're just like, if you're acting out of tune with source, if you're acting if you're acting out of tune with God, you're literally acting out of tune with yourself. You see what I'm saying? Therefore, the higher part of yourself will do shit to you to make you realize, holy shit, get back in tune. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, right? I take everything very seriously. So like if I even trip over some shit, the first thing I'm thinking is, nigga, I got to get back in tune. You know what I'm saying? Because that is reality responding to me not being in tune. And it's not even just the Bible that talks about this shit. Inside this book right here, right, it says our many selves. I had this book for a while, right? But I just started reading it again after yesterday. And for the past couple of days, I've been heavy on the whole entire bad things don't happen to good people. Like if you're in tune, bad shit don't happen because if you're in tune with God, right? If you're in tune with your spirit, why the fuck would your spirit make you do some fuck shit? Nigga, no, that's your ego doing that. You know what I'm saying? And inside this book, they mention that shit. It says it right here. It says, if one were fully conscious, the consciousness wide awake, accidents would not occur. One would just make the right gesture, the necessary movement to avoid the accident. This is some Indian shit, you know what I'm saying? And right here also it says if the vital envelope is a little damaged, it does not function perfectly, and any current of force, whatever which passes through, is enough to produce an accident. So what it's saying is that when it says the vital envelope, that's pretty much your aura, you know what I'm saying, which comes from your heart. You see what I'm saying? Inside inside previous pages they mentioned how if you have a strong vital envelope, if you have a strong aura, you'll naturally avoid accidents. But if your aura gets damaged, right, anything could leak through and then cause an accident. So even if you have quote unquote demonic attacks, right, that shit would never happen if your aura was intact. Now, what destroys your aura, besides like physical things like fucking drugs and shit, nigga, your thoughts can destroy your aura. If you're having thoughts that are not quote unquote godly, right, you're gonna have an ungodly aura. It's gonna be weak. This is why Christ could do shit like fucking command the water and shit. Like this nigga, Jesus Christ, right? He could literally interact with the intelligence behind the atoms inside the water and then move the water and stuff like that. This is because Christ is giving off the thoughts and emotions of God. It has a godly aura, and because he has the thoughts and emotions of God, right? He clearly tap into the God behind everything. You see what I'm saying? That's a certain way. That is a certain way you could kind of see it. You know. So with that being said, if you have godly thoughts and emotions, you'll have a godly aura. It'll be very strong, and you'll have no accidents. If you have motherfucking doo doo thoughts and emotions, you're gonna have a doo doo aura and get fucked up. Whether it's just because you're not being conscious or because something slipped in and fucked you up. You see what I'm saying? But it's actually all out of love because even inside the Nag Hammadi scriptures, they mention how things like anger, despair, sadness, depression, all these things were made so that way people inside these fallen states could actually realize their fallen state. Like imagine if you did fuck shit but never got told that's some fuck shit. You would just keep on doing fuck shit. But when you do fuck shit, you kind of feel like a fuck nigga. You kind of feel like you'll get angry, sad, depressed, whatever the fuck. And that's showing you, nigga, you're doing some fuck shit. You see what I'm saying? So when quote unquote bad things happen to you, that's just life telling you to get back in tune. Once you're back in tune, bad things stop happening. You see what I'm saying? Let's do a proverb now. You know, Proverbs 16:2. Oh, Proverbs after Psalms. Yeah, here we go. Proverbs 16:2. It says, all the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Now understand this. Though So the way that I define spirit is not how it's fully being used inside this book, right? Because the word spirit comes from a Hebrew word, right? That word means breath, will, mind. I'm gonna show you guys right the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? Hebrew meaning of spirits. This right here is the word for spirit, right? And it literally means breath. You know what I'm saying? The invisible life force, the energy of a person. It also says right here the power that animates humans and their mind. You know what I'm saying? Which has a broad range of meanings, right? So when it says the spirit, when it says that the Lord weigheth the spirits, it's like the Lord's weighing your innermost thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's why the whole like because it also I don't know why it's not showing it here, but it also deals with like your willpower. I think because I already looked. Yeah, right here. I have it on my phone. Oh, you can't hold up. They should have put it on here, but it's not on the computer. But it says it at the bottom. Right? You see how it says will? It says that Roch can refer to the will of a person also. So the Holy Spirit, right? Is the holy intelligence and the holy will. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much God's intelligence. The Holy Spirit is God's intelligence. It's literally God's will. You know what I'm saying? That's the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And then your spirit is your own thoughts, your own willpower. That's how they kind of see it inside the Bible. They're not saying like your 7D eternal spirit, like how I define it when it comes to the 12 planes of existence. They're saying it as in like your thoughts and your willpower. You know what I'm saying? So it says that inside of your eyes, right? It says all the ways of man. I actually read this verse before, but I'm saying it now. But now I'm giving new. But now I'm giving it. Fuck. I already said this verse before, but now I'm giving an extended meaning to it. It says that all the ways of man are clean in His own eyes. So you may think you're doing the right fucking thing, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. The Lord's gonna literally weigh your innermost thoughts and emotions and your innermost will. So you may think that I'm doing the right thing, but if life is not going the best, that's kind of showing you you kind of got to get in tune. Something is off. You may not want to believe that, but I just pulled up, nigga. It's inside the nigga. I learned that shit inside the astral. The Bible talks about it. This book talks about it. The Nag Hammadi scriptures talk about it. Like everyone kind of knows this shit. If you're truly in tune, bad things don't happen. There's actually a story of like a monk who would like walk down this alleyway that would like niggas would always get robbed there. The monk never got robbed because his aura was godly. You know what I'm saying? But literally, the person right after him would get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I think I read that in a book called "Cultivate Your Spirits." Cultivating. Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. I'm about 75 to 85% sure that I got that story from this book. Because inside this book, with Nurture Your Spirits, they're saying that if you nurture your spirits, fuck shit won't happen to you. You know what I'm saying? If you nurture your different intelligences and these different thoughts and willpower, you'll have a naturally good life. But for confirmation, my bad. That might have been nasty, but confirmation, nigga. Anyway, so boom, that's that. Then Proverbs 16:9. It says, "A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps." Right, they're literally saying that inside your heart is gonna pretty much devise your way, and then the Lord is going to direct your steps. So it's like whatever's inside of your heart is gonna make your path, and then life will literally walk you down that path. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord responds to your heart. You see what I'm saying? The intelligence of reality responds to your heart, literally. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. Let's do Proverbs 20:27. It says right here, the spirit of a man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly. Right here, it literally says that, nigga, your thoughts and your willpower, your intelligence, you know what I'm saying? All that shit is a candle for the Lord. So reality responds to your deep innermost thoughts. That's why it says searching all the inward parts of the belly. It's not just your conscious thoughts of I'm rich, I'm rich. No, it's the deep down inside shit of you sometimes being a dickhead or an insecure person. Da da da. Da. These are the things that life responds to, not the I'm rich. No, nigga, what's inside of your heart? What's deep down inside you? That's what life responds to. You know what I'm saying? Um, Proverbs 21:23. It says, "Whoso wait is that yeah?" It says, "Whoso keepeth his mouth and tongue." I can see why I put that, but there's better ones. But anyway, it says, "Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles." So pretty much, I put that down there because if you pretty like if you don't put out bullshit, you'll avoid bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I put that. That one's not like fully on. Like, there's better verses obviously than that one, but I put that there because it kind of shows that like yeah, they like what you speak and like what you think and shit like that. That shit will fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're actually like truly in tune. You know what I'm saying? And that you're not just like spewing out bullshit, whether it's outwardly or inwardly. You know. Um, Matthew 15:11. Wait, let me see. But that which cometh up. Nah, let me not do that one. Let's do Romans 8. Let's do Romans 8:27. Yo, I've been reading Romans, bro, from Paul. That shit fire, bro. Even fucking I think it was what I want to say it. I think which Corinthians. That one was hard as fuck also. Corinthians. But Romans 8:27. Boom. Let's pull that one up. Hold up. Boom, right here. It says, "And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of God." Hold up. So, what this is saying, right? It says that if it pretty much it states that inside of your heart, you'll know the thoughts of the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, deep down inside your heart contains the thoughts of your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what reality responds to also. Now, when it says that because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of God, um, all right. Because I was gonna say what that means, but I feel like there's multiple ways to interpret that. You know what I'm saying? But one way I'm gonna use that is the fact that your heart is like the middle way between reality or the middle way between like you and reality. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Let me pull up the meaning of intercession because I know what it means, but I want to see how he what it means in Hebrew. Intercession, Hebrew meaning to come. Okay, word. I know it's interpreted. You know what I'm saying, but it says to come between. It calls me to entreat or to pray. You know what I'm saying? So it says that it pretty much says that one who searches the heart is the in between for how can I put this shit? Long story short, my nigga, fuck me trying to put it a certain kind of way. I'm just saying what the fuck I mean, my nigga. Nigga, the person who's able to go inside their heart and really search the thoughts of the spirit is able to be an in between person of the spiritual world and the physical. You see what I'm saying? So if you have like a truly good heart and shit like that, right? Your prayers actually your prayers actually have more of an effect inside the world, you know what I'm saying? And you're more in tune with the will of God. So it says, "And he that searches the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of God." So a person that has like a clean heart, like a person who's in tune with God, like inside their heart is the will of God. You see what I'm saying? And because of that, you can literally be an in between person for the spiritual and the physical. You see what I'm saying? Now, they probably meant that in other different ways, but that's one way of interpreting it, you know? I hope that shit made sense. And then the last one's Romans 11:24. Um, Let me go there real quick. Romans 11:24. Wait, oh my fault. Romans, is that a one? I think that's Romans 1:24. My bad. Yeah, it says, "Wherefore God also gave them up." Oh, this is like the best fucking one. This should be one of the first ones I fucking said. It says, "Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves." It's literally saying that because of the lust inside people's hearts, God gave them up to all the fuckery. So because of the bullshit inside your heart, but for confirmation, because of the bullshit inside of your heart, life will literally make bullshit happen to you. Life will give you up to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you have bullshit inside you, life will give you up to that bullshit because you have the bullshit. Like, nigga, that's your bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, right, nigga, really search inside your heart to find the thoughts of your spirit and see if they're really clean or if they're not clean. I mean, you'll easily know depending on how your life is going. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if your life isn't going good, and that don't just mean physically. That can, like, you could have like a fucking perfectly stable life on the outside, but on the inside you feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're experiencing any turmoil, like with me in my sore throat, that came from me being a fuck nigga who's not fully in tune with God. You know what I'm saying? I stepped out of tune. And the thing is, wow, because this pretty much just came from smoking too much. And the thing is, I knew I was smoking too much. I just didn't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really care. I was on some ego shit. I was acting like ego genie. You know what I'm saying? While still, like, it's like I knew what the fuck I was doing. But then life said, "Oh, bitch, okay, let's make your shit sore then. Fuck you up real quick. Like, you know you fucking up, so you gonna really feel fucked up too, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at it. Nigga, it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a powerful lesson too. To show everybody else, like, nigga, I know when I'm fucking up too, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, anytime you see some turmoil, it's kind of telling you, bitch, you're not fully in tune. Sorry, but it is. It might sound heartless, but it's true, you know? So, with all that being said, um, that's pretty much the end of this video, you know? Watch your thoughts, and I mean like your deep down thoughts. Fuck your chest, fuck your affirmations and shit. I mean your deep down thoughts, nigga. Watch that shit. Watch what's really inside yourself, nigga. Go inside your heart. Search your heart to find the true thoughts of, what you're really thinking deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? And if you get that shit cleared the fuck up, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're ever curious about, like, yo, am I fucking up? Once again, I'll just say this. I'll repeat myself, nigga. If you think you fucking up, my nigga, or if you don't know you fucking up, my nigga, just look at your life. Look at how you feel, or look at how things are going. You know what I'm saying? That kind of, like, when I got into that car crash with the deer and shit, nigga, I wasn't being fully in tune. Nigga, when I got into that car crash with the deer and shit a few years ago, right? I was literally just coming back from my ex crib. I should not have been at her crib. The fuck? I had just got done getting some ussy from that when I shouldn't be getting no ussy from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, every bad thing that happens is from being out of tune. Like, that shit sounds harsh, but it's true. And in fact, that should be, nigga, it's not like you're being punished, nigga. That is your highest self telling you to get back in tune because you love yourself so much that you don't want to motherfucking just be doing dumb shit and not being in tune with yourself. It's like when you have those dreams that constantly try to wake you up to the fact that you're dreaming. You know what I'm saying? That, like, people have dreams that's trying to constantly wake them the fuck up and they don't wake the fuck up, nigga. It's the same thing in the physical. You're trying to wake yourself up to yourself through all the fuckery inside your life. You know what I'm saying? That shit could sound harsh, but it's true. It's actually out of love and it has mercy. So I love you. I'm going to catch you. Peace.